Y'all ready to get after it? You trying not to let Jeff sit down?
Yeah, I'm on her.
That's what she does, man. She's like, that's my seat.
Yeah.
All right, making some progress now. Had to figure out, like I said, this little deal, and you can see how much it changes all through here now. So this will come all the way across, tie into that. That's our 45. And then we've got one that ties in there is our 45. So then concrete goes all in here. Concrete comes down through here. Concrete comes across. Good with that. Make our little turn. And it follows and it turns again. And it's going to go over there and it's going to start our radius. Then over here. What do you think?
Think it'll work.
Either will or won't, huh?
Gotta work.
Hey, we got 50-50. All right, well, we made more progress. I only get to work, it's like right at 2 o'clock and I got to head out to get the girls because Miss Beely Good is back at work and she works in the office 2 to 3 days a week. And so we deal with what we can. So anyway, we made a lot of progress through here. Made good progress. Jeff's gonna keep working, gonna help me out. And yeah, check out the grass, huh? That came up pretty nice. Cut, like I said, a couple bare areas here and there. Overall, obviously much improved. I can't complain. That's light years better than where we were.
Papa got going on.
Oh, they coming to complain.
Yep. They know your face.
I'm sorry, Shantytown is gone. Look, you got your nice mobile coupe there and you got the mobile coupe in the front. Pick one. What? Oh, you are not happy. You are not happy. I'm sorry. That's your new home, though. I put you in there last night.
Oh, look, if you're going to check it out too, boy.
She ain't happy. Good morning. What do you think? That's right. Yeah. All right, you ready to get something done? All right, we're gonna roll back here and get started. Got a lot to do. Rain's coming in tomorrow, so we definitely want to get ahead of get where we need to be today. And everything goes as planned, then Monday we'll be putting rebar in the form. So. This former drain system is something we like and looked at but haven't used before. So before I use it on any clients' houses, I wanted to kind of get down here myself and hands-on with it, so I knew, well, just what it was about besides just looking at it on a video. So that put some hands on it so that when we're using it on our clients' homes, if we decide to, that any questions that the footing crew has, I can answer them intelligently. So I just want to kind of, you know. All right, been working out here a while. I didn't really have the video running because it's more of the same, right? But I want to do a little update. So I went through, made measurements of everything, went ahead and staked the former drain down in the corners, following around, saw that straight. This still has to come up, so from the gravel that we're going to put inside, the 2 inches of clean stone, number 57, after it's tamped, 2 inches from that, 10 inches from that to the top of the former drain will be our footing pour. So this all have to come up and get leveled out and everything. We've talked about that. Here was the fun part. So I've got the outer one done. I'll pop up the piece that kind of shows what we're dealing with our radiuses. We have this 6 foot 1 inch radius to the inside of the concrete block. The block is 8 inches thick. We want the block to sit on the center of the footing. So that puts us another 4 inches out. That is makes it 6 foot 5 inch radius to the center of the footing. The footing is 24 inches. So 12 more inches gives us 7 foot 5 minimum to the outside and a 5 foot 5 minimum to the inside. And based on that and wanting a circle, since we can't circle the former drain, even if we heat it up, we couldn't get the radius that we talked about. So, so we need a circle that is a radius from the center here, a radius of 7 foot 5 inches to fit within the former drain on the outside footing form, and on the inside we'll need it to be 5 foot 5. Here's what happens. We got a radius of 7 foot 5 inches. The circumference of the circle is 2 pi r, or approximately 46.77 feet. Divide the circumference by 8 to get the length of one side of an octagon, which comes up at 5.86 feet. That's the distance between each vertex of the octagon. We want to do 45s. So what that did is we had to change up a little bit. So we had to take the length of it, the 5.86 feet, and we had to take the tangent to calculate the length of the side of the triangle opposite the 45-degree angle, which came up to 5.86 feet divided by a tangent of 45. Result is 6.51 feet, which is the length of one side of the octagon. You still with me? Hey, wake up. All right, so now you're back. Then I had to do a little bit of my own measurements here to get where, in fact, that piece still has to be cut, to where it ties in there, and there's the same length, because we didn't have this part of the circle, because that opens to the house. So what had to happen there was basically that's half of that 6.5 feet. That's half of it there, and we make up the other half there. And then we kind of came in with a little angle. So it came all the way around, came around, and then we came back in with the matching little piece over there. So I'm sure somebody has some other way to do it, but with using straight pieces of plastic that don't bend a whole lot. But there we go. This is a 24-inch footing. The other radius we have to do up there is 36-inch footing, and the one there in the corner for the staircase is 36 also, because it goes up 3 stories. It's one of that wall and the wall here of the dining room are the 2 tallest concrete walls. They're 28 feet. So 28 feet there and 28 feet there in that corner. The rest of them are all 19 feet roughly. So there we go. All right. So now we just do the inside, which there's a formula for that too. It comes up, I think it was like 4 feet 3 inches, something like that. So which would be about 2 feet smaller, which is a 24-inch wide footing. You're shrinking in. That brings it in. So that's about right. So, and that'll be my inside deal. That'll basically just match that, but be 2 feet off of it, hopefully. We also do have to be a little bit bigger though, but if my calculations are correct, when this sucker hits 80, if my calculations are correct, then we'll be fine.
Everything will be fine.
Over here, we'll be building the next radius. It's a much smaller one So we'll see what I do here. Probably approach it the same way. My radius is right there, and it only goes out to like there. So it comes in like that. So then we got to tie into the, and let me show you these. I don't know if I showed you these yet. So these little deals are for the step down, and pretty easy to figure. So here's a 2-foot step. So between here, this distance to that distance should be 2 feet. That's it. And then you know you got what you need. Then we come in there with the highest point, which is back there, raise it up so it's the 10-inch level, and then everything, and then come down here. As long as it's level all the way, then exactly how it's supposed to be. And this side will be the same way. We step up here. That washed out some, so we'll see what we do here. It's a 2-foot, 1-foot step up here. And when we get around in here, I've got to hand dig a little bit. We're going to step down 1 foot here before we go into down to there. We could do it with just 1 step, but they drew it that way, so I'm going to do it. So it's 1 foot step, then in there, and come all through here, do that radius, and same thing over on that far corner, step back up and do it. Oh, look, fans. All right, well, hope you enjoy the video as I'm doing my outro right here. I'm not sure how long it's going to be based on the footage I got so far, but I will in the next one we should have all of this connected and be putting stone in and everything, which will be great, because then we got to put rebar in so that we can hurry up and get some concrete in this thing before winter sets in and really messes us up. So feel pretty good about it. I'm going to do a full review on the former drain when everything's said and done. After we poured footings, I'm going to do a video and go into detail of why I did it this way and why I'm doing this one myself when I have crews that do this for me and all that stuff. So we'll get into it. Appreciate it.
Working to get back on the right track, getting all my ducks in a row. Change